Today we are installing brand new rear lower control arms on this 1978 Datsun 280Z. Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Grayson McTaggart. I like working on cars, and today we are installing brand new control arms on my 1978 Datsun 280Z. If that sounds cool to you, be sure to subscribe down below so you don't miss any of the content that I have coming out soon. We're almost done with this car. This is one of the very last pieces, so I'm very excited to get this done so this thing can get on the road and we can start making some awesome driving content with it. With that said, let's go ahead and get into the install. Okay, so here is the new lower control arm that we are putting on from Techno Toy Tuning. This thing just looks so nice, and it is so much lighter than the other one. If you weigh them, they come about to like 3 pounds each lighter. So that's about 6 pounds total of unsprung weight, which is, if you guys know, unsprung weight is basically a exponential weight savings compared to like sprung weight on the car. I'm not gonna dive into that, but by saving this weight, it's gonna make the car feel a lot lighter. To get into this install, you're gonna need this piece. It sits like this, so the flat part faces the rear of the car, and then the longer side faces inward to the car. It basically matches the old lower control arm that you took off. We're gonna put some bushings on these. Once it's on the car, we will attach it to the spindle area with this spindle pin. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into it. First, you're gonna need these brass pieces right here. They're gonna go on like that first. Once you have these on, you can put on these red pieces. For the front, you're gonna put these bushings on. They come with long ones and short ones, so you just wanna balance it out so that it covers the entire brass piece, or at least most of the brass piece. As you can see, I've already put the new bushings on here. Basically, you need to reuse the hardware from your old lower control arm, and then you use the new bushings and brass pieces that go on with the bushings. For these bushings, you need 2 large ones in the front with the angled piece, and then you need 2 small ones in the back of the lower control arm. From here, basically all we're gonna do is put some grease on these and reattach them basically the exact same way the old ones came out of the car. So let's get into it. Okay, so we went ahead and attached the part to the car, and now all we have to do is attach the coilover to this new spindle pin. The spindle pin is really hard to get out of the car. You have to get a tool, which I'll go ahead and link down below. Without the tool, it's almost impossible to get a spindle pin out. Some people get really lucky and they come out really easily. For me, I was not one of those people, and it actually was so bad that it broke the tool that I was using. So I'll link some resources down in the description for you guys to kind of check out. We went ahead and attached the piece to the car. Now it's time to put the coilover and everything back together. Basically, we're just gonna attach the spindle pin. This comes with a bunch of washers. I'll kind of show you guys what to do with that, but what we did is we took 4 washers and put them in the front side of the spindle pin, and we took 4 washers and put them in the back. I couldn't really find any great instructions on how to do this, and Techno Toy didn't have any pictures or instructions, so this is kind of whatever you think is best. But we're going 4 in front, 4 in back. Anyway, let's go ahead and get this back in and get the car dropped. Anyways, that's pretty much gonna do it for this install. Again, probably the hardest part was getting the old spindle pin and lower control arm out. But once you get that done, everything is pretty straightforward. You just put it back together the way that the old one came out. If you guys have any questions, please leave them in the comments down below. I love helping you guys out any way that I can, and so leave your questions down there and I'll be sure to answer them. Anyways, that's pretty much gonna do it for this video. We're about to make another video right now that is converting the drums to discs on the Datsun 280. So be sure to look out for that in the future, because that will be a really cool video, and not many people have made the drum to disc conversion, so I hope that helps. Anyway, I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye. My name's Grayson McTaggart. I look like alfalfa.